Hello, beautiful mama. Dr. Sarah here. We're continuing our chat today about boundaries, and we're going to shift into looking at ways for us to identify where our boundaries are. And when we're setting healthy boundaries, we need to set them through the lens of our values. And in order to do that, we need to make sure that we've identified our values. And not just the values that our minds come up with, because it can be a little bit tricky sometimes to sort out whether our minds are telling us about the values that are true to us, or maybe about the values that we've picked up along the way from other people, which may or may not match what's true for us. So one of my favorite ways to dive into a little bit more of a heart-centered exploration of what values might be is through using a tool called the labyrinth. And I've chatted about this a couple of times in the past, but wanted to show you again today. This is a labyrinth that I created quite a number of years ago out of an air drying clay. But you can also make your own super easy finger labyrinths, and you can decorate them or color them, or whatever calls to you for some creation when it comes to your labyrinth. And after today's video, what I'll do is I'll pop a link below for you to access the Labyrinth Meditation for Mamas package, which includes a video that shows you how to draw your own finger labyrinth. And then, like I say, you can decorate it any way you want, and then use it for your exploration of what your true heart-centered values are. And then we'll be moving on from there to explore how that can contribute to setting healthy boundaries. So when it comes to using your labyrinth, I encourage you to start with just taking a few slow, deep breaths, and then asking the question either to yourself or out loud if you're in a space and a place that you can do that. You can ask questions like, what do I most value in life? Or more specifically, maybe, what do I most value in this season of life? Because sometimes our core values follow us through our lifetime, and sometimes our core values shift and change slightly depending on the season of life that we're in. And another question I encourage you to ask when you're tracing your labyrinth is, how do my core values make me feel? So really getting down to the nourishing and good and loving and kind feelings, because that's where core values should live. That's how they should help us feel throughout our lifetime. So take your few slow, deep breaths, ask one of those questions, and then use your finger to trace your labyrinth a few times, and let your mind follow your finger and maybe follow your breath, and notice what comes up. Notice if there are certain feelings that come up, or certain words, or certain images that might help you identify what those values are. All right. I hope you're having a most wonderful day. Take good care, and we'll chat again soon.